Today, ladies and gentlemen, on the Bar Dad, we are going to talk about the beautiful margarita and how you make it with milk. So sit down, pull up a chair, and get ready for the episode of What in the Bar Dad Hell? Hey folks, welcome back. All right, I have my very special guest, my guest in waiting, Mr. Jesse. How are you, sir? Good to see you.
How you doing, Yogi?
Doing very well. Cheers, sir. Sláinte.
Salud.
Welcome to an episode of What in the Bar Dad Hell? This is where we discuss weird stuff that I saw on the internet that we're going to drink. And today, we're going to talk about milk used in cocktails to clarify cocktails. And today, we're going to use milk to clarify
Margaritas.
Margaritas. I'm a little terrified.
Yeah, it's a little weird, but who knows, right?
Yeah, what in the Bar Dad Hell, right? We're all, and we've never had it before, so we're going to try it live on camera. So, milk has been used in punches for a long time, right?
Like the 1700s.
1700s, right? In fact, if you watch the George Washington eggnog recipe, it's not really an eggnog; it's an egg or a milk punch on that. And Mary Rocket,
yep,
in 1711. Clarified liquor, this punch with brandy and stuff in it, with milk.
Once they mixed the drink, then they clarified the whole thing.
And when they put the booze and the citrus in the milk, it curdles, and it gets all chunky.
And clarifies the liquor.
It's all chunky.
Like us.
And the whey, is that what that is? The whey?
Yeah, it becomes the whey.
Curd.
Heavy, and then it somehow takes all the impurities out of it.
It coagulates.
Yeah.
Now, we were told, I like this word, that once the coagulation has happened and all the curd takes all the impurities, takes the edge off the alcohol. Back then, the booze was really rough. It was made out of somebody's sock, and they added milk to kind of round it out a little bit.
Cut the tannins.
Yep, mm-hmm. Yep. That it makes cocktails taste unctuous.
We shall see.
I know that's a sexy word, isn't it?
First time I've used it.
Obviously. Okay, all right. Where were we? Oh, milk. It does the cocktail good. By the way, I bought this milk from Publix, where shopping is a pleasure. All right, when we come back, we're going to make the margarita. We're going to taste the margarita so we know what the baseline is, and then we're going to do the milk.
Then we're going to purify it.
We'll be right back.
Got it.
All right, folks, welcome back. Now, we're going to make the basic margarita, so definitely check out the margarita episode on the Bar Dad. Easy recipe for margaritas, 2-1-1.
Now, this time, we're going to make it with no ice, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because we have to filter the milk, and the milk has to curdle and be at room temperature.
That is true. Okay. That is true. So the 2 is 2 parts tequila, 1 part triple sec, Contro, Curacao, something like that. Today I'm using triple sec, 1 part fresh squeezed lime juice, and then a simple syrup or agave syrup to taste. All right. So you want to do the honors, sir? Let's do 2 cups of tequila. Actually, that's incorrect. Remember, on the Bar Dad, you start with the cheapest ingredient first.
Okay.
Because if you screw up, you're not going to mess up the booze, right? So 1 cup. Actually, that's already measured. You can just pour that in there.
Okay. Perfect.
That's 1 cup fresh squeezed lime juice. Okay. Rock and roll. We'll do 1 cup. Oh.
This is the one.
That's 1 cup, yeah. We're gonna have to speed this up, Caroline.
You could have taken the cap off, I guess.
I could have taken the cap off.
Yeah. And there you go.
Oh, and we're back. Okay.
Good enough.
1 cup triple sec. Ooh, it's gonna be tight.
Yes. And 2 cups.
2 cups
of tequila. If we go over here, it's okay.
Uno. We ran out of room.
I don't think you measured the water correctly.
I don't think I measured the water correctly.
It'll fit.
Yeah, we'll try that. We're a little short, but we'll always...
more. You can put a little more in there.
I'm going to let you shake it then.
Okay.
I'm going to stand behind a protective screen.
Perfect. There we go.
All right. Now, normally, again, when you're making margaritas, you shake it on ice.
Correct.
But we need to put it in room temperature milk and let it curdle. Oh.
A little bit.
A little bit of simple syrup to...
Perfect.
I just sweetened my whole bar there. Okay. I'm gonna stand back.
Perfect. Perfect.
Okay. Now, we're gonna test this. Make sure. Hold that lid. Yep. All right. Trust me, we're professionals. Salute.
Salud. It's a good margarita.
It's a pretty good margarita.
Yes, it is.
It's a warm margarita, which is a little different.
I'm used to it cold.
But okay, so now we have an idea of what this is going to taste like.
And what it looks like.
It's very cloudy.
Yep.
Right? Okay. When we come back, we're going to add it to the milk. We'll be right back. Did you hear that? It was my wife's stomach.
Did not.
Like a velociraptor.
I heard.
Oh no!
I heard nothing.
Folks, welcome back. So, Jesse, we have
Room temperature milk.
room temperature milk, whole milk. Whole milk, very important.
Yes.
It can't be cold because if it's cold, none of this reaction is going to happen.
Right.
So,
And it can't be 2% milk.
it's like fresh from a cow's teat.
Nice.
Yeah, it's that warm. It's teat warm.
Teat warm.
Teat warm. That's what it is. So if you want to go ahead and you put the milk in the container first. So about a half a cup, so about half of that. Close enough.
Yeah. More the
Okay.
better.
Now, Caroline, I know when you get a chance, when you zoom in when we do this, but I'm going to pour this in, and it should start curdling
Yep.
the milk.
It is.
Oh, wow. Look at it. Wow. Cottage cheese is forming. I don't know, can we stir that?
That's crazy. Well, if nothing else, we'll have margarita cheese.
What's going to happen is it's curdling the milk. And then the next step is we're going to strain it
Through cheesecloth.
through
Correct.
cheesecloth. So we probably need another container to...
Good thing we brought two.
It could be. So we're going to strain it into another container, and I think we're going to strain it twice
They recommend letting it sit for about 30 to 60 minutes.
after it's strained. Right?
I'm not sure if it's after
Yeah.
at this point, so we may need to because it should be curdled more.
Yeah. We're gonna let it sit for a while, and then we'll see in a little bit. Cheers. Hey folks, welcome back after a grueling, trust me, I waited forever, 50 minutes, 50, of this thing in the fridge, just resting. I don't know if you could see it, but it looks like a vat of cottage cheese.
Looks like cottage cheese, just about.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is science. All right, so what do we got going on here, Jesse?
Now we're going to strain it in cheesecloth. They suggest straining it twice.
So we're gonna do that.
So and
We're gonna do
we'll
that.
see what happens.
All right.
I would take the whole lid off. Yeah.
All right. Ooh, well, it smells like margarita.
Does it really?
But you can see the cottage cheesy stuff on there.
Oh yeah. Hold on for a minute. Let's turn it. Turn it from this way so the camera can see a little better.
It's the cocktail that eats like a meal.
If
Hold that part because it's sinking in.
Yep.
There you go. Yum.
It's thicker as it goes down too, isn't it? On the bottom here.
Yeah. Oof. All right, we're going to speed this up, so we're going to go in fast motion, Caroline, here.
We could hang that and make margarita curds.
Cheese, margarita cheese. Okay. Hey, folks, all right, we're back. So, multi-filtered
The end result.
milk margarita. So, new shaker with ice. All right, so we're going to pour it in here. Well, that. Okay. Sounds good.
Looks good. Little lime for you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the milk margarita on What in the Bardad Hell. This is the longest What in the Bardad Hell we've ever filmed because it took forever.
To make a margarita.
It is a thing of beauty. I like the froth.
Yep.
Right? Okay. Salud.
Salud.
Well,
It's definitely smoother.
yeah.
Very, very smooth.
Yeah. Wow.
Creamy.
So none of the hit of the alcohol, but at the burn, it's really rounded on the back end.
And it tastes creamy, but it's not thick.
Yeah.
It's different.
Well, I don't know.
Just takes a long time to make one.
All right, so
It does do what it says. It does purify.
It does.
It does clear it out.
it does, and we might have a surprise in a little bit, but another byproduct of this,
Absolutely.
which is good. But all right, when we come back, we'll give you our final opinions. All right, we'll be right back. Hey, folks, welcome back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, What in the Bardad Hell milk margaritas. My friend Jesse, cheers.
Cheers.
Studio audience, cheers.
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 Try one more time. So, we did discover something that we want to share with you. This is what's left over. So what we decided is you're at a Mexican restaurant and you go for the chips, the salsa, and the margaritas. Guess what? Now you have your chips and margarita dip. You get the punch of the lime, or you get the
Taste of the
tequila,
margarita.
and you get the salt on the chip. That's actually pretty good. Eat your heart out, other people have done this. I bet you've never done this.
A margarita yogurt dip. Who knew?
Who knew? Wow. That's pretty tasty. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today on What in the Bardad Hell. I want to thank my friend Jesse.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, my friend.
It was
You got
fun. Interesting.
It was. Your verdict?
It's good. It's very different. Like we said, just the amount of time it takes to make it takes a long time.
It's impressive, but put a margarita in anybody's hands, they're impressed. It doesn't necessarily have to contain milk. But Bardad phones.
Them too.
It's the day AT&T shut down. Maybe it was in my head. Hey, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Like this, comment below. Let us know what you thought about today's episode on milk margaritas and What in the Bardad Hell. Follow us on Instagram. Message me there if you have any ideas of new drinks.
Things you want to try.
Sacrifice the lime. New drinks, odd drinks. We'll try it for What in the Bardad Hell. And until next time, my friend, keep your milk margaritas close and your chips and dip closer. Salud.
Salud.
Keep your friends close and your scotch closer. It's the Bar Dad